A friend to all is a friend to none. A likely impossibility is always preferable to an unconvincing possibility. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. Change in all things is sweet. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy as better than in actual life. Most people would rather give than get affection. Criticism is something we can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is a quality which guarantees the others. Democracy is when the indigent and not the men of property are the rulers. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. Each man judges well the things he knows. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Equality consists in the same treatment of similar persons. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. Friendship is essentially a partnership. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. Quality is not an act, it's a habit. Happiness is activity. Happiness is an expression of the soul in considered actions. Happiness is the setting of the soul into its most appropriate spot. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Hope is a walking dream. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Through discipline comes freedom. It is easy to perform a good action, but not easy to acquire a settled habit of performing such actions. It is not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. It is possible to fail in many ways, while to succeed is possible only in one way. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. We cannot learn without pain. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Love is composed of single soul inhabiting two bodies. Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is searching out and striving for his goals. Man is by nature a political animal. Pleasure in a job puts perfection in work. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form, but with regard to their mode of life. My best friend is the man who, in wishing me well, wishes it for my sake. No one would choose a friendless existence on condition of having all the other things in the world. Poetry demands a man with a special gift for it, or else one with a touch of madness in him. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. To love someone is to identify with them. The actuality of thought is life. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. The difference between a learned man and an ignorant one is the same as that between a living man and a corpse. The gods too are fond of a joke. The happy life is regarded as a life in conformity with virtue. It is a life which involves effort and is not spent in amusement. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. The one exclusive sign of true knowledge is the power of teaching. The secret to humor is surprise. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. There is no great genius without some touch of madness. To be conscious that we are perceiving or thinking is to be conscious of our own existence. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Wicked man, obey from fear, good men from love. Education is the best provision for old age. You will never do anything in the world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. The soul never thinks without a picture. Thank you so much for watching until the end. And if there's any more quote you would like to add, please leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to join our big family, so you won't miss out on any notes of quotes. To share it to your friends so they can use the knowledge too. And until the next time, stay in knowledge mode.